Today with Caleb, and we are doing pickups from Pamela, the video game movie dome. That is right, Pam hooked me up with some more movies, some Titanic, which feeds my obsession, and some Switch games. So let's dive right in, starting with, with Titanic. Why? Why did I pick Titanic and The Mummy to be obsessed with? You know, you never can really pinpoint well, you can pinpoint reasons. For Mummy, it was going to Universal Studios Florida and doing the horror makeup show, and they had props from their first movie, and I believe somewhere they had the table the Evie is supposed to be sacrificed to get a Noxuna moon back. I think so. My memory is a little hazy. I was 11, 12. Comment down below if you remember back in the early 2000s. We went back the next year, I think after that, or 2 years, maybe 2 years. They had the bus from Mummy Returns and some more props. That bus is actually now in the Wizarding World. They added a level because Harry Potter's bus has 3, but that was the screen used bus from Mummy Returns. Fun fact for you, Paul Blart Mall Cop, but where was I going with that? Oh, and then my Titanic obsession started, I guess, well, a little before I went to the UK and studied abroad in England. I guess I was always fascinated, but once I went to the location where the Titanic was built, I guess I just became more fascinated. So anytime those two things pop up, whether it's variation, books, magazines, what have you, I have to get it, and Pam knows this. So, do I do puzzles anymore? No. Do I need this in my collection? No, but it's the Titanic. How could I say no? And I'm going to have to find out. Oh, that just pops open. So still in the bag, then there's a little magnet, Titanic production. So that's neat. Need to decide if I want to magnetize that somewhere or just leave it sealed. Punched, but still sealed. So that's pretty neat. And we'll probably keep those sealed. So another thing to add to the collection, I actually have a book with this artwork. I forget the artist's name that did Titanic drawings. Then another thing, this is still sealed. At one point someone wanted $20.99 for Titanic the exhibition, exclusive video tour of the Titanic. Approximately 60 minutes. And this was one I did not have in the collection, so that's cool. And yes, that kind of sums up the Titanic right there. And the artwork I love too on the front there. So anyway, if you have mummy stuff lying around or Titanic that you want to get rid of, think of me. And my Facebook page is linked down below. Just join that, and you can message me on Facebook if you have any of that stuff. Sav keeps my mummy obsession alive. I appreciate him. And Pam looks out for me with the Titanic obsession. Then we have some cool video games that I've been wanting for a couple years now. How long have I had my Switch? I guess a little over a year now, right? Year and a half, maybe two. I think it's a year and a half. But I got that from Pam too. She comes up clutch whenever I need something. But slowly been getting some Switch games from her or from Walmart. Not really. I've got a couple from GameStop when they were having like a buy one get one free. But not really. Some on eBay. But this is Super Mario 3D All-Stars Collection. This has 3 games. Super Mario 64, which one of the greatest Mario games, right up there with Super Mario World from Super Nintendo. Then these other 2 I have not played. Super Mario Sunshine looks like it was on the GameCube, so that's neat. Always loved playing GameCube games. One of my favorite formats, and I love that theme with the little box that forms. So many good games on the GameCube. Then we have Super Mario Galaxy, and that was on the Wii. And the artwork's cool inside. I waited a long time because some of they had a 2-pack where you had these 2. And I have my 64, so it's not like I could never play it again. But I've been holding out wanting this triple pack, and Pam posted a picture on her Facebook group. Go check that out, the Video Game Movie Dome. So I immediately texted her and said, I want this game. And then we have Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. And Josh had this for his Switch. And I tried playing Stormy Ascent, which is supposed to be the hardest game our hardest level ever made. So I didn't get very far, but I do want to play this and check it out. I remember playing the first Crash lots of times. 2 and 3, I don't think we played very much. But then Crash Bash, who remembers Crash Bash? We played that days on end. That was our game back in the day. Many hours spent trying to get all those crystals and those stupid pogo levels I could never master. If you've played it, you know what I'm talking about. Then we have Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time. So finally came out with a 4th game. It's kind of like Donkey Kong. They had the trilogy for a long time. Then on Super Nintendo. Then they put out the 64 version of Donkey Kong. Then they didn't do one for a long time, and I think they recently released a game on Switch. So haven't heard positive reviews, but hopefully this is good. Always been a fan of Crash Bash, going way back to the first PlayStation 1. Uh, so then we have Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, and uh, I used to see every MCU film in theaters with our buds. We're all huge comic book nerds, I guess you could say, comic book lovers. But after Endgame, it's kind of hit or miss whether we'll go see one or not. We did see Ant-Man Quantumania, and that was good. But Thor: Love and Thunder, we went and saw that, and oh man, Christian Bale was good, but that movie was not good. Especially coming off the ascension of perfection, which was Ragnarok. But this one was a worthy sequel, especially with all the circumstances they had to deal with. Uh, a good, solid film. And I loved Namor's origin in this. They kind of reworked it a little bit to fit, and I love that. So good movie there. Then this I've been wanting to see. Huge fan of George Clooney and Julia Roberts. Ticket to Paradise, where I think they're separated, but their daughter is getting married, so they kind of form a coalition to kind of break them up because they don't like the guy, and then they end up kind of falling in love again. I believe is the recipe there. Any Julia Roberts movie, I mean, I just love her as an actress, and it's not because she grew up a couple of hours south of me or north. I think she's north. I think she's closer to Atlanta. Didn't know that until I was a teenager, but big fan of both of them. So hopefully this is a good movie. Then last, certainly not least, we have Black Adam. And Pam had two copies. So Josh got one and I received one. But he doesn't do slips. And this is, of course, Warner Brothers celebrating 100 years. So I had to save that slip. And it's obviously different from this. The inside, though, is the same as this. But with that 100-year logo, I wanted something with 100 years on it. But inside, there are these character cards that were sealed. I, of course, opened them because they are phenomenal. Each character represented. And the reason why I'm keeping this slip instead of just replacing it with this slip. This slip is a little bigger because it has to fit these character cards and the Blu-ray. And this other one is not as big to fit the character cards and stuff. So keeping both of those, but that's cool that that they had the character cards in there. I don't know who traded it in to Pam or where she got them, but thank you, Pam, for hooking me up with the character cards like that. That is great. I love anything extra like that that's included with the film. You think a few years back with the Maze Runner films, if you got the Blu-ray combo at Walmart, it would come with a mini comic book. Same with the second Jack Reacher. So anything cool like that, I love. I love DVD gift sets or collector sets with like books, or you think of Sin City with the graphic novel. Some have CDs, posters, anything you can imagine. Especially my big Warner Robins, Warner Robins, Warner Brothers box sets. That's, I think, back season 1 or 2, year 1 or 2 of this channel. Go back and watch those if you haven't experienced all the glory of those box sets. Each one of those has like a full theatrical poster as the movie. Some have CDs. Some have the character lobby cards. Some have books, all kind of stuff. Go back and watch those. But thank you, Pam. If you like or buy movies or games or anything like that, go check out Pamela at the Video Game Movie Dome, her Facebook group. Just type that in and you should be able to find her. She can help you find most anything out there, movie game related. She has other stuff too, Funko Pop toys. So go check that page out. And until next time, like, subscribe, share with the movie Titanic Mummy Lover, the Mummy Lover. Until next time, keep collecting.